You ready? Act like this is your first time. Alright, go. Alright. Oh, Blinky. Make sure your mic doesn't get to the mic too much. Weighing me down. You ready? Alright. Okay, so we just finished watching Superman on 4K Ultra HD in the theater. This is the second movie we watched in here. This is the first movie with like some action stuff, so we're kind of getting an idea of how the theater is performing. I think it's pretty freaking amazing if you ask me. So I bought this movie, one, because I like buying 4K discs still, but two, because everybody had like mixed reviews about if this movie was good or not. And then people have mixed reviews about if the sound engineering is good or not. Let's just start off with is the movie good? What did you think about it? We literally just finished the movie. Like, it's still on the credit pause scene right now. What did you think about the movie?
I mean,
2 hours.
I think 2 hours is a bit much.
Okay.
They could have just
shortened
it a little bit to get to the point. But, I mean, it was fine. I don't necessarily watch any, like, Marvel superhero
yeah, because you've never seen any Superman
like that.
before
Like,
this, huh?
I've never even...
Let's make your mic facing real quick.
I don't know.
Just make sure that it's not going against your shirt.
Can you not put it right there, bro?
You put it. You're the one that put it there.
I didn't even touch it.
I didn't put it there.
Honey.
We're good.
You just literally put it on my shirt.
Was it not clicked already?
You put it on my shirt.
That's where it was.
You just said you didn't even put it on there. You put it on here.
Just
you
now,
put it right there.
Anyway, I just didn't want it flipped over because then it could rub. The mic's right there. I didn't want it to rub.
Well, you did that.
I fixed it. Anyway, so the movie is a little over 2 hours. Well, an hour 59 to be exact before the credits roll up.
It was 1 minute.
To be honest with you, though, how I gauge a movie being good is if I lose interest at some point in the movie. And I can't really say that there was a point. Yeah, don't you do it. It's like, what time is it right now? Honestly, guys, this is going to be the most unprofessional video. It's 11:06 at night. She usually goes to bed by 10. So we're a little up tonight. A little slap happy for her. But honestly, I didn't lose interest at any point in the movie. So there must be some level of good writing or something. Because I never really lost the plot. So I'll give it credit for that. Well, go ahead.
I didn't lose interest either, but like I said, I don't ever watch these movies just because how many times did I was like, what? Like, what is like? Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I've seen almost all of them.
But I mean, it was.
I mean, some movies.
It was fine.
Yeah.
For Superman, I guess.
That's fair. Yeah, I didn't lose any interest in it. I felt like it flowed pretty decently, so I didn't feel like I was watching it for 2 hours. But I was looking over, making sure that you were still awake. I had to look over like, are you still good?
It was 2 hours.
But honestly, I give it like a 7 out of 10. I do. I get what they're trying to do. They try to throw some jokes in there, and like in the beginning, the dog was always playing around with the balls and stuff like that, and they used at the end to. If you haven't seen this, stop the video because I'm spoiling it all, sorta. But you know, they try to tie it all together. They give you certain things in the beginning so that they could use it at the end to. Yeah, the dog saved the day at the end of the day because without the dog, Superman was toast.
And it ended up not being his dog.
Yeah, it was his cousins, like you said, or somebody.
And who is she?
I've never seen her before. Superwoman, I guess. I mean, it's a girl.
That is not her.
I mean, it has to be.
That's
super
not
cousin. So super cousin. I don't know. She popped up at the end for the last 2 minutes. Yeah. All right. So honestly, I think the movie 7 out of 10. I do recommend watching if you haven't seen it. I do recommend buying it, whether that's on Kaleidoscope or physical disc. I think it's worth it. I didn't mind it. It was not bad. It's not a movie you watch twice or go tell your friends to watch it with you. But it was good to watch. One good time. What are you rated at? 0 out of 10?
I guess a 7.
7 was good. Yeah, it's a good movie.
I mean, it was fine.
It's a good movie. It's one of the better movies. It was fine.
I'll never watch it again.
I wouldn't watch it again. I didn't really laugh at anything either. You knew they were trying to make little jokes. At things I didn't expect you. Some old lady says, "Go get your boots." I'll go get your boots. You just thought that was the funniest thing.
No, she said, "I already cleaned your boots."
And you just thought it was hilarious. That's the only thing that made you laugh. I didn't really laugh except when the dog did something. I can't remember what I laughed at. It's like Down Boy or something, or So I don't know.
The dog just didn't.
Dog just didn't care. Well, we relate to that because I got a dog who also doesn't care, who looks very similar to this dog on the video, and I can relate. So 7 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Pretty good movie. Go watch it. I think it was like $24 on Amazon, which is kind of expensive for Blu-ray.
Yeah.
But it's 4K Ultra HD. So with that being said, let's talk about real quick the visuals. I won't ask you too much about visuals because you think everything looks good. But for me, I know what to look for. There was moments when I feel like there could have been like more color, more vividness, whatever. There were some times where the movie was really bright, which really was like really cool to see on my projector. A little projector, it was super bright, so that was really cool. There were some cool HDR moments. Otherwise, it seemed like a regular movie. Nothing really like vivid popped out on me, but that's fine. Audio is what we're going to talk about real quickly. First off, the biggest complaint that anybody has had, if there's been a complaint about audio, people said there wasn't enough bass. And let me tell you, from the time we pressed play to the end of the movie, there was bass the entire time.
He didn't get nothing but slammed in the floor.
It was bass after bass after rumble. And here's what I think is wrong. And you guys are not going to like me for saying this, and it is what it is. And you can come at me in the comment section, but be careful because I'll come back at you in the comments. I think their people's subs just ain't good. I think some people watch this movie and there's such low bass in this movie that some people's subs just don't play it. Simple as that. I think that's somebody's issue. Either that or they're not set up correctly, calibrated correctly. Maybe they're sitting in a bad spot. All of this technical stuff. There is so much low bass throughout this entire movie that I kept looking at my amplifiers to make sure that everything was good, that we weren't going to trip a breaker or whatever, which we're good. But there's so much low bass in this movie that my seats are rattling. I heard the windows rattling. I think some parts of the attic was rattling. I got to figure that stuff out. But a lot of things were shaking. There was tons of low bass throughout the entire movie. And some mid bass too. But it was really, most everything was really low. And if you don't have a subwoofer that can play that low or play low notes very loud, then you may feel that there's not enough bass. But in this room with these 3 giant subs, we have plenty of bass. I don't know if you feel the same way or not.
Yeah, but it scared me sometimes.
The bass did?
Yeah.
There were some moments where it's like really quiet and then all of a sudden somebody come to a wall.
Well, he was getting his butt beat most of the time, so it kept
boom. He's like, A1, boom, A1, boom, A1, boom. He's like, boom, boom. So there was a lot of bass throughout every 4 minutes. There was something rattling, whether a door opened or he flew away or there was always bass. So if you're having bass issues with this movie, it's really low bass. It's not like really impactful chest pumping bass. It's really low bass that you feel a lot, but not too low where you can't hear it. So it really takes a quality sub to get there or a well calibrated system. So if you have trouble with bass in this movie and you think your subwoofers are good, then I suggest going into your settings and make sure everything's correct because there's tons of bass. If your subs are smaller, maybe 10 inches or a lower end 12 inch, you may have trouble reproducing some of the bass scenes. I'm just going to say it. You can be mad, but I heard it. We heard it. So with that being said, 7 out of 10 on the movie. We both agree. I do like the movie. It was good. The acting was okay. The dog was the best part of the show, I believe. The only thing that took me out of the movie is obviously there's a lot of CGI, where it's like computer generated. So obviously the dog's not real. Yeah. And then a lot of obviously nobody's flying or whatever. Yeah. Sometimes I got taken out of the movie. For example, there's a lot of times when the dog was in the scene doing something. You're almost done. The dog was doing something. I can't remember. Was he? What's the name? Mr. in what's the black guy's name? Mr. Not Incredible. Mr. Is it something like that? I forgot. Mr.
Intelligent.
Is it Mr. Intelligent?
It ain't Mr. Smart.
But it was something with intelligence? I can't remember. Something like that. Mr. Intelligent. Y'all can tell me in the comment section. I'm not going to... It's too late to tell me, but tell me anyway. But he was trying to point at the dog. When the dog ate one of his little drone skinny things. And the dog... He was like, are you kidding me? And he looked down at the dog to try to reach for it. Yeah. And took... Things like that took me out of the movie because you can clearly tell that the dog's not there during filming. So the director says, just look in this direction. And it never really lined up. It never really looked. And obviously I know it's fake. But when I see a dog here, but I'm looking here, it kind of takes you away. Like it really shows that it's not real. It just takes you out of the I don't know. I don't know.
I think you're doing a bit much, but
I
don't think it was
when you watch this movie and you have a huge screen and you have the volume up and it's loud, you also don't want to be in a real moment. You also want to be out there flying with Superman and yada yada yada. So when you have problems like that, it takes you back into reality when it would be cool to just step out of reality with them.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? The last thing is Dolby Atmos. This is a Dolby Atmos disc. You know what Atmos is. It's all the speakers above your head. That was probably the worst part of the movie. I think the bass was great. I think the movie was 7 out of 10. But there were so many moments where I felt like we needed more surround sound. I think the front stage was really good.
Yeah.
I think there was always something going on up front. And sometimes these speakers would fire up and you hear things go whatever or go this way. But I never really felt anything above me, which is crazy because everything was off the ground. Yeah. Literally every part of this movie that's not the regular humans in the office is above you. Yep. And so I feel like this wasn't utilized nearly enough, which kind of made me sad because I spent a lot of money and time putting these things in the ceiling and you know, whatever. And I buy 4K Ultra HD disc because they're Dolby Atmos. And so when I watch a movie, I have the expectation like, okay, this is going to be a cool movie to watch because it's going to sound good. So when I don't get it, or when I have 11 speakers and only 7 of them are actually doing something, it kind of sucks a little bit. So I do think that it was a miss in terms of overall audio engineering. I think we could have made these more active, but I don't think that's like a Superman movie issue. I think it's just how movies are engineered now. We're not utilizing this technology the way that I think we should. This has been around for over 10 years, maybe closer to 15 now, or more. And we're still having problems with finding cool movies to show off your system with. If I brought somebody in the room to show, if your sister and her boyfriend came over and they're like, yeah, show me the sound system. I don't know if I'd pick Superman. You would think you would pick Superman because he's flying around with all these things. Maybe if I would shut off for bass, maybe. But like for overall like surround, I think they messed up a little bit on that. But with that being said, still go watch it. It's a really cool movie. Even if you don't have a system, you have a little sound bar, it's still worth watching because it's just generally a pretty good movie. I'm not mad at it. And bring your girlfriend because, I mean, she'll stay awake. So she almost didn't. But with that being said, I'll let you go to sleep. Anything you want to say before we go? Just good night? Is that all you want to say? We're going to take her to bed. So, with that being said, guys, if you've watched Superman, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought about it. What you think about the sound, the bass, and the movie itself. Let me know that down below in the video. I'm going to bed too. Good gosh. let me know that down below. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you in the next video. You probably won't see her for a while. Until we do the theater reveal, which is at 40K subscribers. We're at, I think, 39,500 or something in there. Yeah. I can't remember. So the theater reveal is coming. We got motorized shades coming up, Alexa controlled shades. We got new seats coming in. I'm doing a project with a projector right now. I painted the subwoofers. I'm adding another one. you don't know that yet. So there's a lot of cool things coming. I got a bar stool setups over here. I got my snack bar. I've always had 4 subs anyway. I'm not using the one in the ceiling anymore. I'm putting a 4th one in the room. I'll see you guys later.